Okay. I shouldn't sound so upbeat.
Yeah, it's hard to start on a positive note, especially with the message you're going to get in just a little bit. Brace yourself, viewers. Mute doesn't seem like herself.
Absolutely.
I was going to say, you're going to want to.
What? What?
Speaking from experience about the whole depressed train of thought, I can understand. This isn't something to laugh about, people.
I see one lol in the comments. You're blocked forever. Just a warning.
I would do option 2.
I'm taking my shades off to do this.
Your eyes are watering?
No, I'm not sad. I'm pissed.
I would be both, actually. I can understand. I mean, I'm not sexist, but... No, not the second one. I would say either option 1 or 3. Which would you go with?
Mute did say that Hyun I was the last crew member of the Makungwa left, so...
She can't see through our screen. Can she?
I don't think so.
Originally, I did option 1, even though that's kind of a stretch, but... What would you do? Because I'm kind of conflicted.
Try to get her to live one more day after the next. But...
Yeah, this is one of those questions where you can't really think of the right answer. You have to do it. You want to write it out yourself. Look at that blush.
Yes?
Of course we would warn you. I mean, yeah, you may have been sexist, but death is not something to be happy about.
She's a victim, too.
Oh, not the useless state.
Suicide is selfish and cowardly. It's never the right option. And here we learn why Little Miss Psycho Witch decided to go psycho.
Which one?
Una.
Yeah. Like I said in the last commentary, this is one of those moments where my character would probably be punching a glass screen just to futilely reach his arm in for data somehow. You know, even though that's pretty much impossible, just to try and give her a hug. I mean, if you don't feel that, then I have to say you're a cold-hearted bastard. Am I
Wait,
wrong?
isn't this the guy who replaced the other Heo as chief of security? He was a co-conspirator in the new regime.
I thought he was a brother, but yeah, I think you're right.
Scum. Alright.
You bring shame to your family.
You're the one
Not
who
you.
should have committed seppuku. Spit on your
You
name.
know...
Anyway,
I'm-
let's grab as many Block 3 files as we can.
You'll be able to read all of them on the last day.
We are on the last day.
That's what I'm saying. You can decrypt everything now.
Alright.
And what I was also going to say is, I'm starting to think maybe you and I should have been awoken to then, so that everyone else who started this sexist neo-Confucian in society could die a slow death by radiation. I am just being cold tonight.
I hear you. Every one of Ryu and Unai's little toadies did not deserve the quiet, peaceful death I'm sure the majority of them got.
I'm pretty sure asphyxiation isn't as peaceful as most people make it out to be.
I'm not even speaking about the poor sods that Hyun destroyed. I'm talking
That's
about
what
the
I meant.
monsters who created the regime in the first place.
Oh,
Oh, so who's this Mi Soon? Apparently, she didn't like where the things were going either. All right, let's have a look.
oh, that's her little sister. I think someone like, I don't know, Susan B. Anthony would be pretty disappointed with her.
Cute kid.
I only say that because Onai is probably what Christine would call the total opposite of feminism.
Uh-huh.
And Christine, if you ever watch this, let me just say for the record, I kind of agree with some of your ideals.
And as I mentioned in the description of the last video, kudos for making two incredibly detailed villains that just evoke absolute bloodlust hatred.
And what's more is they're realistic villains. And, I mean, they... What's the best way to describe it? Yes, Mew, that's the truth.
I didn't even know
Somehow
she
I don't
had that
think-
word in her vocabulary. Holy crap.
I don't think she's taking this well. I think she's gonna go downward again.
Yeah, she's already probably regretting making a promise. I need to slap annotations on these videos.
Yeah, I was about to say. Oh, yeah, you can talk about the future all you want. Oh, Inya. Say her name again.
Huh?
Say her name
Oh,
again.
Una.
She can talk about the future all she wants. She doesn't deserve a future. I mean, this may go against some of my morals, but I feel no pity for her.
And then all of a sudden, All of a sudden, the slots in Una's head rolled sevens. Jackpot.
Oh yeah, back to my argument about the whole realistic villain notion. Ryu and O were actually... I hate to really draw this comparison, but you know how Hitler used the system to his advantage?
Yes.
They did the same thing.
Yep, they rode on a wave of popular support. And actually, I recently read a thread on the Steam forum that actually made a very good point about Mute version 1 being woefully incompetent for a security AI.
Why did they say that? I haven't read it.
Because she wasn't all completely paranoid NSA level nosy.
Well, to be fair, and this may contradict some of your views on, like, the Patriot Act, there is a need for some security like that. The problem is, you need to figure out which targets are the ones you need to target.
He who sacrifices liberty for security deserves neither and will get neither. I forget which of the founding fathers said that quote, but it was from one
I believe
of them.
I believe it was either Benjamin Franklin or Madison, one of the two.
I think it was Madison, yes.
Sometimes I have to ask myself, how can a person think this? I mean, how can a person who is so intelligent like her degenerate philosophies into that?
Yep. Mute's worldview, the window of Mute's worldview just got another hammer taken to it.
I'm pretty sure she'll want to talk to you after this. You know, with all the big games that are coming out that people praise the stories for, like BioShock Infinite. Aww.
She's cute.
Anyways, with all the stories like BioShock Infinite that talks about how good some... And I don't mean... Yeah.
Joe called that one.
I'll finish this subject later. See, I told you, she's downward again.
Yeah, let's see why.
I would have said chair up. For once, this is the appropriate use of a meme. She did that because the Emperor manipulated. No, wait, not manipulated. He changed it because of his views. Not to mention, she's a freaking engineer. Yes, number 2.
Bit of a typo there, Christine.
It doesn't mean you messed up. It means they manipulated you to never digging into your code. That's my opinion, anyways. I don't know what to say about that line about being a male construct. I would say 1 or 2.
You couldn't be bothered to draw this?
I think it was the artist who didn't want to. Raid, why didn't you draw this scene? This was truly worth it.
This would have been the deal maker.
Someone should commission that scene. Actually, I have a job. I'll commission it.
Visual novels are not the best games to do commentary on.
It's not just that, but it's the subject at hand.
Well, you're too busy reading to talk. I hate that. Twitchy middle finger. There we go.
I was conflicted on this one. I wouldn't say it's a secret.
Yeah, that just smacks of what's been done to us, the players.
Mm-hmm. She's only failed twice, and yet she makes it so many times. Wait, I shouldn't be talking like that.
Okay, where were we?
We only read 1 log.
Alright. She screwed her own daddy over.
Okay, anyone who does that... What can I say? This woman is just... unspeakable. Back to what I was saying earlier about the whole subject of good villains and stories and such. If I were to give an opinion for the best story this year so far, I'm not sure I would say BioShock Infinite. I'm thinking this game may be a little on par with it. Though I'm not sure you've seen the story to BioShock Infinite, Watcher. But you get what I'm trying to analogize, right?
Yeah, I suppose. Alright, moving on.
Misum, we know the feeling.
And Huang is the adorable maid.
Wow, she's got a bit of a... Wow. You know, I can see the emotion just changing in this letter. She starts off depressed.
Yeah.
Now she's going into a little bit of a rage.
Mute. What did we just talk about?
She may be fighting the
Wait,
program.
what? Wait. Da 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 da.
I don't think she said that's completely reasonable for what we think. You're one to talk. The part where she said that's sort of hedonistic.
Hedonistic, yes.
Yeah.
Hyun is not amused.
I wouldn't be either. In fact, I don't think Mute's amused either.
Mute.
Well, I know her program's telling her to appreciate this kind of thing, but you can tell she's very conflicted about this.
Yeah. Now you get it.
See, I told you she was kind of thinking some similar thought.
This chick is evil. Mewtwo?
Did you say Yuku?
No.
I don't know, you just made me think of Patchouli. But now's not the time to be funny. Okay, here's something I'm conflicted about. How is it legal to...
Probably because paper is not... stuff written on paper lasts a lot longer than data. And, well, the Emperor, the Captain Emperor could easily just use the super user password to hack through all of the data files and delete whatever he feels like. Paper can be locked up somewhere safe and hidden.
Good point, and it can be burnt.
It's information that cannot be controlled. And the whole basis of this entire freaking farce of a society is control.
I'm gonna refer to it as a regime. Because that's effectively what it is. Yeah, I kind of figured that out when they did the whole exam thing with the mess. That one act.
Yes, she does.
Yes, don't worry about that, Hyun. Please, don't worry about it.
If she doesn't know about periods, then why did the Emperor think she was fertile? Why did the Kims think she was fertile yet? Then again, her compromised biological system probably meant that she didn't menstruate properly.
This is just getting on a level of uncomfortable, you realize.
Well, I'm trying to figure out the logic behind her confusion. I mean, I have never been a fan of unanswered questions. I despise them.
Fair point. I'm the same way. I think you'll agree with me with saying the notion that every time I read about the O family, I'm starting to feel a little enraged and just want to break something.
I hear ya.
Mute, you are spot on there.
Finally starting to get it. Oh boy, she killed Heyo's husband herself.
Is there no level this woman can steep to that is low enough? You know what, for once I want to say, don't worry about it, because she's completely misguided. Well, that was because Ryu wanted power.
Yeah, Mute is seething.
See, she's thinking the same things we're thinking now.
Huh.
What?
Howdy doody, this chick knows how to push buttons.
What was... How so this time?
She basically coerced Ryu into proposing to her.
And how did he blackmail? I mean, how did she blackmail him into it?
She didn't do any sort of blackmail. She just basically persuaded him into it.
Good point. I mean, oh. You know, for someone who...
You can do all of these things without screwing over everyone around you out of spite.
I was going to say, hey, for someone who knows so much about modern society, she sure doesn't seem to know what the perks of it are. What is that? Is that a hiss?
Yes, my best xenomorph impression. Because I am angry.
There's the second one.
Yep. Well, technically the third one, but they weren't sisters, I don't think.
No, if they were blood sisters, they certainly didn't show it.
Okay.
I
Nap
think we
time,
should-
girls.
Yeah, I think we should stop because we're at the 30-minute mark anyways.
Yes, you have a point. Nap time, ladies.